What is happening? It is me again, Lefty, on Bull Shoals Lake. I'm here with my faithful sidekick, Leevon. He's running around somewhere. I'm sure he'll get in the picture before it's all said and done. If you're new to the channel, my name is Derek Martin. My friends call me Lefty. I am a 44-year survivor of cancer and an amputee of the left arm. I live on a half-acre homestead on Bull Shoals Lake in Taney County, Missouri, just outside of Branson. We're surrounded by Corps of Engineers property, and we've been here for about 16 years at the homestead. Me and Leevon these days, kicking it by ourselves. We hunt, we fish, we garden, we do little homestead projects to keep the place going. We are working towards being self-sufficient. Last year we got into the solar game, and we are currently in the process of building that all up. We started off with solar battery banks and panels and chargers and all that stuff. That's not really what this video is about. I will be making some videos about that in the future. Today's video is an origin story, if you will, about Mr. Leevon, where he came from, what he's doing here, what I plan on doing with this little feller. Okay, so here's the story. 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, in 2023, August of 2023, it had been over a year since I had said goodbye to my little Chico dog, my Chihuahua of 16 years, a muscle-bound little menace that liked about 5 people, and that was it. He was, I loved him, man. He was my best friend, but he was extremely difficult for most people to deal with. But he gave me a companionship that was just hard to beat, man. Just hard to beat. So after saying goodbye to Chico, I got into the mindset I was never going to have another dog. Chico was a lot of work. I didn't know if I was up for it again, and I just didn't know if I wanted to try and replace him. He had been such a big part of my life. And that's when I started seeing pictures of Leevon on the Animal Control Facebook page. He looked pitiful. At the time, I did not know much about healers. I knew that they had him listed as a healer mix. Mainly by his pictures, he just looked like he maybe had some skin conditions. He was skinny and scared to death. And I really struggled for almost 4 weeks, almost a whole month. What I was going to do. Could I take on another animal? Could I take on an animal that was probably going to have issues coming from animal control like that? And I couldn't do it anymore. Finally, on Dog's Day, August 26th, I believe it was, or 27th, I figured, you know what better day to go and spring this guy out of animal control. So I did. And when I got there, he was bigger than I thought he was going to be. He had way more healer in him than I thought he was going to have in him. And he came right over to me and loved on me. And I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt he was going home with me. And I looked at that gal and I said, he's bigger than what I'd hoped he was going to be. But he's going home with me. And that's what happened. Forgive me if I get emotional. It was the beginning of a 3-year journey. This August will be 3 years. That has been filled with ups and downs. 4 months after bringing him home, I learned that I was going to have the bottom half of my neck fused, which was no small thing to go through. And with a puppy dog who needed a lot of love and a lot of work and socialization, it was going to be a lot on me. But he was here. He part of the family. A couple times along the way over the past 3 years while dealing with my physical issues, I've questioned whether or not I was going to be physically capable of taking care of Leevon, giving him the care that I believe he deserves. And I will admit, a couple times I had considered maybe trying to find him a better home and reached out to a couple people and had a couple people get back to me. And I'll be honest with you, I am far from perfect. Sometimes I ain't even very good. But I ain't found nobody that will show that dog the love and compassion that I have for him. Excuse me. Sometimes I falter on taking care of him exactly how I should. But I try. I keep trying. And I'm not going to give up on him. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, there is no place he'd rather be. I got friends that have come over and he loves them. Totally goes off the wall when they show up. When they leave, you would think Leevon wanted to go with them. He's so excited. Takes them, walks them out to their car. They'll be like, you want to go home with us? He'll jump in the car and jump straight back out. And come running to me. There he is in the background. He's exactly where he's supposed to be. I'm glad I went and got him. Here in a couple months, we'll be celebrating his birthday. And he's a handful. Leevon, are you saying hi to somebody outside? Must be a delivery man. No? We don't get much traffic down here. Anyway, that's Leevon's origin story. I appreciate you guys sitting here and listening to me ramble on about my best friend. And I hope we have some really great adventures coming up that I can take videos of and show you guys, because he is awesome. He is awesome. I'm going to get off here. Y'all have a glorious week. And hey, Leevon, you going to say goodbye? No? Sometimes he'll say goodbye back to me. All right, you folks have a good day. We're out of here. Bye.